Past the green work, so
Or should I talk like Batman? And welcome to the show today. This is Matt Hiscox here, and we are here with Sean Kelmer today. We're going to talk about his experiences in the military. So, Sean, can you explain what branch of the military you were in?
I was in the United States Army.
The United States Army, huh?
Yes.
Very nice. And what was your role in that?
Peon.
Peon?
Yeah, I enlisted and you're a peon. You're like, hey, do something. No, actually, I got to the rank of specialist before I got out. Oh. But I went in as an E1, and then I worked my way up eventually.
Were you sent overseas when you were in the Army?
No. The closest I got to leaving the country was I went to Tijuana for a night.
Ah.
While we were in deployment in San Diego. But other than that, we really didn't. I didn't. No, it's, no.
How was Tijuana, though?
I don't remember much.
No?
No. No, they sell alcohol everywhere in Tijuana. Like, and this one place, it was a $20 cover, but it was drink all night. And this other place, it was no cover, and it was $5 for a beer. But for every beer you got a free shot of tequila, and the beer was buy one, get one free. Wow. So for $5, you got 2 beers and 2 shots of tequila.
Wow. Well, here's a more personal question. How do you feel about the war?
I actually know people that are in it, have been in it. A friend of mine actually just did his 4th tour. I am not a fan of the war. The war on terror is not a physical war. I mean, they say, oh, that's the war in Afghanistan. It really isn't. I mean, that's just like in the 80s, the war on drugs. It's very similar.
Right.
There's no actual physical battlefield. As far as the Iraqi war, that was started under false pretenses.
Now, was training as tough as the media makes it look?
Yeah. Actually, I went through basic about 3 years after Pauly Shore's movie In the Army Now came out.
Okay.
And they made that movie with full cooperation of the military.
Really?
Yeah, and basic is almost exactly, well, when I went through, was almost identical to that film. However, I mean, in the last 10 years, since I've been out, they've changed the uniforms twice already. I mean, it's a completely different style of camouflage that they wear now.
Okay.
The materials are different, so I mean, I'm sure training has changed.
Yeah. Well, what advice would you like to give to others who might be interested in the military in the future?
Don't do it. No, if you're going to, if you've made up your mind, then just make sure that you are going to have to do things that you don't want to do, regardless if you believe that you should do them or not. And you just have to be able to be disciplined and be willing to submit to others and do what you're told to do.
Okay. Well, that should do it for today's show. Sean, thank you very much for joining us. I'm Matt Hiscox. Till next time, you stay classy.